It's a beautiful blue sky day here in New Hampshire, just across the river from Ski Rex Media HQ, and I find myself this morning in a cemetery. Now, why would I be putting a cemetery video up on Ski Rex Media? What does, other than the snow on the ground, a cemetery have to do with snow sports? Well, first, fun fact about me, I've studied a little history in my time, and I've ended up in many cemeteries checking it out. It's a good way to study history. But for this video, I'm here because the snow season outside is almost over here in New England. It is. And I'm not just booting up here to make this here doing a Mr. Rogers style booting up here. I'm not just booting up in a cemetery just to make this some kind of odd video. What I'm going to show you here is something that's over here to my left. So not your left, camera right. And you can see that over there. I don't know how well you can see it because you should be able to see some open snow and a ski jump. What's that all about? Well, at this cemetery here in Lebanon, New Hampshire, you could cut through this cemetery and take yourself to Storrs Hill, which closed up this past weekend. Sunday, I believe, is when they closed up. So I figure if I'm going to do an uphill on a place that's closed up already, and I'll be getting the whale back, don't you worry about that. If I'm going to do an uphill, I'm going to make it interesting. So I'm going to cut through this cemetery, head up to the mountain, walk the rest of the way up, because I think where it comes out over here at the side of the cemetery, it's about halfway, and we're going to take a couple runs, and yes, this is okay because I checked with Storrs Hill. So there you go. I'm going to finish booting up here. As you can see, Mr. Rogers, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, the cemetery neighborhood, and we'll start heading over there. So just as a frame of reference, there's the toboggan way over there. I say way, it's really not that far, even though I'm breathing heavy, but I'm hiking through snow in ski boots, so there you go. But I'm heading from there, come around this way, and checking out some of the stones, which I have before. Some of the stones in here are very old, some of them are very modern. And if you have a place like this near you, or you're going to try this here in Lebanon, New Hampshire, respect the dead and respect the cemetery. But I came from there, checking this out, and I'm walking that way. Now we're going to get a little closer here before I go up, and then I'll show you exactly what's going on. And boom, just like that, I'm out of the cemetery, and I'm here looking at a neighborhood in Lebanon, New Hampshire. Oddly enough, my sister lives right over there. Another little fun fact, all kinds of fun facts today. But here I am on the edge of Storrs Hill. There's their ski jump. They have a long history of ski jumping. They have a long history anyway. This past Sunday, Storrs Hill just closed down their 100th season. That's right, this place has been here operating in some form for 100 years, and a lot of ski jumping, which they still do and they still train, is very cool. That's not the only jump. I think they have a smaller one over on the other side of their shed here. But if you think I'm breathing heavy now, even though this place isn't so big and not so high, there's the bottom and the top is just on the other side of them trees, and I'll show you that when I get there, and I'll be wicked breathing heavy. They also have a platter lift, a button lift, a Poma lift over there. But I've never come here. I've never taken the time. And this season, I was so shot out, so behind on everything, that I never got here the way I wanted to. It's not even expensive to come here for a day, and it's right here in Lebanon. It's very close by. Yes, I don't have my helmet because I left it in the car because I wanted to make sure the microphone was going to get the good audio. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my life into my hands for you. Yes, that's what I'm doing. But anyway, another fun fact about what I didn't carry over here is I didn't carry my full-size set of skis, my 170s, the Kendos. No, 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 no. I didn't do that because I forgot my backpack and didn't want to carry them because you could strap them to my one backpack, and I didn't want to carry them up the hill by hand. So I ended up bringing these, man. I brought the ski boards, which also ties in to last night. You can say, Tim, how does that tie into last night? Fun fact, I interviewed Johnny Newcomb from Banana Blades. That's right, we talked ski boards. So I'm going to ride the ski boards today in honor of that since I talked to Johnny last night. And you can check out that episode next week. I don't know what date it'll be. It's the 28th now. So whatever the following Wednesday is, that's when it'll be. Unless you want early access on Patreon, man. You can go to my Patreon and get early access. Anyway, enough of that shameless plugs and all that stuff. I'm going to head up, and we're going to take a look from the top, and then we're going to take a run. What do you say? This video is also an example of what you can do if you don't have uphill gear, which I don't, though I feel like it would be much easier if I did. I'd still be breathing heavy, but I feel it'd be a little bit easier. Plus, this is what I'm going up. Yeah, I do have water. Stay hydrated, friends. Whew. Well, I made it. I didn't even, you know what? Shout out to the uphillers, and shout out to those who keep their cardio in check, which I don't, and I have to do this spring and summer and fall, and I'm gonna. Just coming up halfway done near whoop me. That's gonna suck, and I'll show you why that's gonna suck in a minute. But what doesn't suck is this. Like, I'm gonna sit here at the top and I'm going to drink some water, but I wanted to show you, man, why this is a great place to do that. See, what you have here is a star, and this star is lit at night, and it is lit, I think, every night all year long, man. I've seen it before, and where I've seen it from is down there in the town of Lebanon. Now, that's actually a really nice view of Lebanon. That's a great view of Lebanon, man. That's awesome. You can see the neighborhood between us and the main town, like downtown, and then you could see downtown over there. It's very cool. And from that side, all you can really see is this main first run. Or this main first run? I guess it's the first if you want it to be your first. This main run. But this doesn't just have one run. It's not just one trail. There's two more over there, I think, at least two. There's a glade run through those trees. Let's see here. Here's the Poma lift that comes up and goes over there. And then you come down from there to over here. And there might be a run over there, too. I forget. I didn't look at the trail map before I came up, which I probably should have done. But from that, don't duck ropes, even though I came up it. I shouldn't duck it and go down it. I mean, there's no patrol here, so it doesn't matter. Play safe, kids. Play safe. But I'm just going to stick to this one, and I'll probably only do one. And the thing that I was going to say sucked about it is, yeah, it's not that far down, but it's that far for me, so I don't know if I'm hiking up to take a second one. Plus, I have to hike at least halfway up and back through the cemetery. Dude, check it. I did ditch a layer. I'm hot, and I'm going to slug some water, but it's sunny out. Look at the sunshine and the blue sky. All right, when I come back, after I rest up and take some water, we're skiing down. I'm skiing down. You come with me. So now that I'm all booted up, and I have my ski boards all locked up and tethered up, and we're ready to go. And here on the top of me, I have my sweatshirt all tied up, my hoodie, my Peace and Pal hoodie. Shout out to Jumpin' Steve and Peace and Pal, all tied up Chad Preppy style, because I got warm on the hike up, and it's getting a little chilly now that I've sat for a few minutes. But I think it's time. It is time for me to take my run. All right, my friends, here we go. My first ever run at Storrs Hill. Holy smokes, on the ski boards. Don't sweat the technique. Woo, did you hear the wind? Someone else has been up here too. Oh my goodness. On the ski board. Don't sweat the technique. I don't know why I'm yelling if I'm mic'd up on my hat. Here we go. First run ever at Storrs Hill. First time I've skied without a helmet in 2 years. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That was weird. I shouldn't have done that. Made that sound. Whoa, losing my hat though. I caught it. Let's see. And it looks like there's nobody here. I mean, I know there's no one else skiing, obviously, since I just came down from there. But they said when I emailed them, when I asked if it was okay if I come and did this, they said there's no patrol, so be careful. But there might not be anybody in the lodge either. And there you go. There's also hiking trails over there. See that good wind trails? Yeah, man. There you go. My first ever run on Storrs Hill. There's a really nice view of the ski jump. I'm gonna rest up and then maybe go up again. my arch nemesis, the Poma lift. I have a story about Poma. I'll link it up in the top corner for you YouTube viewers. I told it on the podcast when I was still doing a video version of the podcast. You all can check that out. But now that I've mastered the T-bar, which I did at Whaleback and confirmed at Waterville Valley, I'm going to come back here and try this Poma stuff out. Although I might hit it in the summer at Big Snow, I don't know. But I'm trying to hike up the Poma toll path. It's not as steep, so I thought it might be easier, save my breath a little bit. Also, I'm in the shadow of the ski jump. We're gonna have to come check that out too next season to see what that's all about. That should be cool. I had sunglasses on, but as you can see, my beautiful blue sky day is disappearing. Man, I wish I could hotwire a snowcat or an AT or a UTV, or a snowmobile. I'm just kidding. I would never hotwire and steal something. That would be bad. But, man, if I could get a ride up or use this lift. I'm not going to hotwire the lift either. What I am going to do is I'm going to hike back up. I think I'm going to take another run because the last run I took didn't come out too well, I don't think. Not for like video. Neither did that little transition there. Maybe I'll figure out, maybe I'll edit that. Maybe I'll use my editing skills. I doubt it, but we'll see. Maybe I will. But anyway, I'm taking the second run because I looked at the video and it didn't come out too great. I mean, there was some cool stuff, but I want to have less of my feet and more of what's in front of me. And then I'm going to hike up to where I came in here, right over there, which, wow, on the towpath, I'm already there, man. Yeah, I think I took the steep route because if I remember correctly, this main trail here, that's green and it's not very steep. And then there's a blue and a black on the other side over there where I went up. And those are a little more steep. And then the towpath obviously isn't that steep at all. Stay in towpath, that's what that sign says over there, but I have my hands full so I can't zoom in. So getting back up, once I get up there, I will take the run, I will get some water, then back to the cemetery and back to the car. God, I hope no one stole it. So I was right, the hike up the towpath for the Poma was definitely the way to go. I'm still winded, I'm still tired. I still had to stop a few times, not just to take pictures and video, but because I was winded. But it's much less steep, and there's even a couple flats. And here I am at the top shack, and look, it's here, the top shack is a trail map. Like I said, I didn't even touch. So what can we see here? We can see a double diamond here, number 7, that's the terrain park. There's the number 1 and number 2, blue to green, that's what I did. And then you got the 3, that's a glade, and then these 2 over here, 4 and 6, with this little cutoff. So you got a handful of trails and a terrain park and skiing, jumping, 8. And I told you there was another one right there, see number 9? Can you see that? That's the 25-meter jump. And it says number 10 is a 10-meter jump, so there must be a smaller jump there, which I didn't know. And then 8 is a 50-meter jump. You know, for as winded as I am, man, shout out to the ski jumpers. Because during practice and training, they have to keep going up them stairs on that ski jump that I showed you. Holy smokes. So they got to keep going up and down and up and down. Are you kidding me? But I'm gonna go down the same trail that I came the last time. You can see I dropped the ski boards over there, and I'm gonna do it right off of what would be off of the Poma lift. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'll be going all the way down. 2 runs today here at Storrs Hill. I'm gonna get some water first. I'm gonna sit on my ass and get some water first, then I'll do it. So when I come back, I'll be skiing. So as I sit here, crisscross applesauce, drinking my water, I have decisions to make. Decisions. Now I can go top to bottom like I said I was gonna do, and then walk back up to the cemetery. And I had a little side bit that I was gonna try with that. Or I could go that way. Now look at that. That's where I came up. That's a rope I ducked to get up here. Now that's mostly dirt over there, but rideable. 100% rideable, and that will take me to right where I want to be. So the question then becomes, do I go all the way to the bottom, or do I make it easy on myself and go down that way through the dirt stuff? Especially since I'm out of water. I don't know. All right, decision has been made. Even though I'm slightly, I don't want to say dehydrated because I don't want to be dramatic, but I do need more water, but I'm still going to go all the way to the bottom anyway. So, from the top of Depoma here at Storrs Hill, let's see a better run this time on the old ski boards here. Skate it off, baby, skate it off. And we're off and running, kids. Down we go. Upper Founders Way. Let's do it! Some of these tracks are mine, I'm not sure which ones. Not the deep ones, I'm sure. Yes! Yeah! I did it again. Why do I keep doing that? I don't know. Ice! There we go. Oh, man. Oh, so I'm down, and I went through that, and I felt it. Where did I hit that? I don't know. There's something rock solid under there. Oh, I felt that all the way up my leg. 2 runs at Storrs Hill. Coming down so much easier than going up, even for a small place. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. My feet, my footprints, feet prints? No. My footprints from when I hiked up the towpath the first time. Wait, Tim, you're hiking up the towpath, you ask? Yeah, I am. But just to this flat with this dirt spot here. Let me show you why. So remember earlier in the video, I stopped up the towpath and took some video and showed you around, showed you where the car was in the cemetery. And it's still there. So I came up to that spot, or close to it anyway, by this dirt path on this flat on the towpath, strapped up the boards, because there, over there, right there and right there, oh, focus. There's the gate in. Now there is a gate there, not necessarily to keep people, well, obviously to keep people from driving out here when they don't want them, but they can kind of use the cemetery road as a service road. And a couple years ago, well, every year I think they do fireworks here on 4th of July. They shoot them off from up there, so you can see them all over there. And tons of people go into the cemetery to watch them, more than I realized I thought there would be. But that's also where the, well, they probably do it right around here, actually, shoot them off, because that's where the fire department was standing by. Ambulance, fire truck, the whole 9. But that spot, I'm going to try and ski across to that. So we're gonna get one more last third Minio run. The sun is gone for the most part for the day. We're under clouds, it's really windy now. There's a little blue sky over there, some over there. There's none over there to the northeast. And that's north, and that's northwest, and that's west. But I'm gonna go ahead and ski across. Or I'm gonna see if I can get across this way. I'm moving, as you can tell, even though I'm not showing you. There's the ski boards. And we're slowly going. Now, this should work, even though I'm kind of creeping now, because I'm trying to go more across than down. But you got a little bit of a hill here. Not super steep, but enough where gravity should do the job. Oh, see, we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm doing it, and you're coming with me. Woo! And it's just easier than walking over, and I make it to the middle of the blues around the side. So there you go. That's me skiing Storrs Hill. Time to start trudging my way back through the cemetery, my friends. So as I hike my way back through the cemetery, and again, if you have a cemetery that you're hiking through, please be respectful of the dead and be respectful of the grounds. 100%. Don't be partying up, making a lot of loud noise, stuff like that. And respectful if there's anybody else here. But as I hike my way back to the car, this is this was fun. And again, it's a lesson in what you can do. Now, a lot of places don't want you booting up and hiking up in your boots. It just trashes the snow, or it can trash the snow. As I showed you, my footprints were in the towpath. So they don't want you doing that. They want you using snowshoes or skins. But there might be another way around. And if you look, take a look around. There might be a trail. There might be something you can boot up. And you don't have to do it in your ski boots, man. You can throw your ski boots over your shoulder and throw some hiking boots on and come up a path that way. And then switch out when you get to the top. Totally acceptable in some places. There's ways to do that in places here. I would do that at Whaleback, but that's private property that way, so you don't want to do that because you might get arrested. But the fact remains, take a look around, see what you might find for paths and whatnot and trails, and you might even get a little adventure going through a cemetery. Now, like I said, I've been here before, so I'm not checking out stones much today, because I've checked out a bunch, but I got an awesome parking spot because there's no one else here, but there was no one at Storrs Hill either. And I had a couple of runs, and it was kind of awesome. And there you go. I'm back at the toboggan, back where I started the day. I noticed, I don't know if you can see it behind me well, but the flag is now at half mast. That's something. I'm going to have to check the news and see what happened. I don't know. You know, sometimes we get caught up in what we're doing with our skiing out, and out on the hills, and we lose the world. We don't know what's going on. So we'll shout out to that. Maybe, rest in peace, whomever it might be. Absolutely, 100%. I respect the dead. And some people would argue, Tim, you're filming a video in a cemetery that you hiked through to go skiing. Do you really? Yes, I just kind of passed through. That's all I did. I wasn't bothering anybody. But anyway, like I said before, the point is, if you could have yourself a little adventure, you could do something a little different. How many folks cut through cemeteries and then put it on the internet for other people to watch as they go take a couple runs on their ski boards, right? Storrs Hill is awesome. Shout out to them. That was cool, just riding their trail and walking around out there. I'll be back to check you all out in the new season or the new year, depending on what our winter and fall look like this season. Shout out to anybody else who needs one. I am Tim from Ski Media, asking that if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's boost those YouTube numbers. Maybe we could try a little bit more video then. And if you're watching on Instagram, go ahead and like and share there as well. Throw it in your story. Tell your friends. Ski Media is awesome, and you know it, and I know it, and people like it. So let's do that, and I'll see you out on the next one. I'm going to go uphill again. We're going to go to Whaleback before their snow melts, hopefully in April. Oh, and by the way, I am going to try and ski one day a month for the entire year of 2023, and I want to get as many outside as I can. So April's right around the corner, not what's today, the 28th? So 29, 30, 31, 4 days away. So probably Monday, there should still be snow on Whaleback, and I'll go walk up that. I'm only doing one run, though, if I'm walking up that. Believe me, that's a little bit bigger than this. I'm going to do it. And then in June, or no, what's next? April, May. Might have to take I might have to bite the bullet and buy a Killington ticket and go ski the Superstar Glacier, which I haven't done since the 90s. Go do that to get May, and then we'll see where the summer and the fall lies. Probably a big snow, like I've said before, because I love that place too. Shout out to them, right? So keep an eye out for all of that. I am Tim from Ski Media. Like, share, subscribe. There's also new podcasts for you to subscribe to as well. There's the audio only with a little videos here on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube, and if not, you can find it anywhere else. I think that's enough shameless plugs. I'm going to get in the car so I can go get water, I can go get food, and I can go get a shower. Right. I will see you on the next one, my friends. Later.